Say hi.
Hi.
That's Jason Bromley, co-founder of Performance Plaza, soon to be moving into da-da, the Arts Hub. So this is the outside of the building and the grounds. As you can see, quite nice grounds and, you know, nice secure gate and fence and everything, so that's good. And this is the actual building itself. Formerly Failsworth Volunteer Centre and Failsworth CAB. And I'll show you some more. So this is the cladding on the outside of the building that desperately needs to be replaced because it's obviously not very weatherproof. So hopefully we're going to get all of that down. It's different over here for some reason, much narrower beams, but all at the bottom very weathered, so all that needs to come out really. And these are the two end windows, which are both single glazed and wood framed. That one there leads into the toilet. Remember that, because I'm going to take you into the toilet in a second and let you see what it's like in there. So let's take a walk into the Arts Hub, and Jason's already in here. Say hi again, Jason.
Hi.
You're going to be on this and just my voice. Here's the fantastic piano, which was donated by a lovely couple who've now moved to Australia. So we're very pleased with that. Beautiful stool with it as well. One of those stools where the lift lids and you put your music underneath. Get that all cleaned up and tuned up, ready for when we actually open. Remember I said I'd show you the toilet. This is the little kitchen area which leads into the toilet. Hi, you can see me now in the mirror. Hello. So that's the window from inside that I've just shown you outside. And this is the toilet, unfortunately, which is, as you can see, is in quite a state. And then the toilet's fine and the sink's fine. It's just that we think all this plaster here is going to have to come down, and we're going to have to get some damp-proof treatment, and we're going to have to get a new hot water heater there, because you can see where it was on the wall. Yeah, and so that's the kitchen, like I showed you, the piano, and the entrance hall, which is quite a mess at the moment. We're going to need to hire a skip, and you can see that obviously that's all going to have to come down and be replaced, and you can see the damp just on the ceiling at the end. I'll take you up there in a second, but I'm just going to take you into the main room, which is currently in 3 sections. So you've got that bit, and then this bit, which is and a little wall there, and that leads you into this bit. And the plan is to knock both of these interior walls down and have this as one big, long room. And this will be our main workshop room. You can imagine this, the size, if I can get there, this is going to be one big room. And at the end there is going to be where we're going to have, we think that window needs replacing as well, or just getting rid of. Have to talk about the options of that. But that there at the end is going to be just a very small little stage and a pull down projector screen. And that's going to be our kind of performance area with the big workshop room behind, for seating for when people are here, and for workshops. So here's the hallway. Keep appearing in this video, you. By the way, we're still in our cycling gear, because another thing that we do is run Cycle Club Oldham, which was created by Jason, and I co-founded with him. And that's run also since 2005, hasn't it? Same as Plaza.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We kind of both had an idea for a community organisation at the same time and run them together now, don't we? So here's the rest of the place. And that's just like a little cupboard. And then at the end here, you've got this room, which is going to be the studio, and this wall here backs is the wall that leads into what will be the big workshop room. So hopefully we're going to have a little space a few feet out, so that there's a sound booth and then the actual recording studio at the back there. This one is going to be the office, the official office. That desk needs to go because it's way too big for this room. It's a very small space, really. And the final room is this one, which is probably going to end up as a storage room and costume storage. And there you go. That is the potential arts hub, and we do think it's going to be an absolutely wonderful place. We hope this video has shown you the potential and made you aware of the amount of work we have to do. Please help us if you can. This is going to be an amazing little space for the people of Oldham, Failsworth and beyond, but we need your help. Don't we, Jason?
Yeah.
So please help us. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hello my loves, I'm vlogging for just to vlog basically, and because if you saw the first vlog where we introduced you to Performance Plaza, and we said at the time that we didn't know whether we were going to bring it back, revive it or not, and then we decided that we really don't have the time to do this kind of project anymore. It was a community arts based project for almost 20 years that we ran, completely non-profit, and it's beginning to empty as we are selling bits that we bought but donating bits that were given. So we've just donated the piano from there, which was donated by the fabulous Macaulay. We've passed that on to a music place in Ashton. Here's the promise. Hi. Hi there. And yeah, we're sorting everything out. We're going through everything bit by bit, selling what we can, and hopefully we'll be able to give the keys back to the council at some point in the very near future. Right, well, the guys are here who've just picked up the piano. I will get off and I'll see you soon. Hello my loves, it's about 2-3 weeks after that first bit that you just saw. I just thought I'd give you a walk in. So this is where we were situated, parked over there, in its own little grounds, this lovely little building, but you'll see when I take you inside now why, well, one of the reasons why we have decided after 19 years, it did say that the Arts Hub on that glass there in vinyl. Of course we scraped that off now. There's the Brommers. Yeah, we've there were thousands spent on this place when we first took it on, and it's still rotting. I've had to clean up where that piece of ceiling fell down, and you know the funding ran out and the interest ran out, but we've had some good times here, haven't we? Over 10 years.
We have. I don't want to get emotional about it, but for us, to coin a phrase, the magic has gone.
Yeah.
It has. And so much work put into the place. We're leaving the place better than we found it.
Oh, much better than we found it. So I'll take you around. This was just the little office, and obviously we've taken the computer. We're leaving that old monitor for the next tenants. Maybe they can use it. It still works. Is that this? These were our lists. How long have these been up here, Jason?
To be honest, you know what? Most, if not all of those, should have ticks next to them now.
Yeah.
We kind of just wrote down what we wanted to do and what was coming up, and then we just did it. Do you know what I mean? Most of it. I can't say we did it all. with some help.
Well, we
from
had to-
some amazing people.
We had to we had to cope with lockdown,
We did,
didn't we? And it's after lockdown, it just never recovered. The interest wasn't there anymore. People were afraid of being. This was Jason's studio room. He had his computer and all his sound equipment and everything.
At one time, I used to have the guitars hung here,
That's what the three.
and I had a little electronic drum kit crushed into the corner here,
Yeah.
and a sound recording booth here, and then obviously the computer there with the mixing desk and everything. It was like a little micro studio.
Yeah, it was a cute little room.
Good
This
times.
was the arts and crafts room. We've thankfully got rid of most. There's still some powdered paints there. There's still some paper, some canvases and some empty boxes. Again, we're leaving all of it because a lot of stuff was, I think some of this stuff was here when we moved in.
I don't know if it was, I think we got all of that.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but it will go on to the next person.
Yeah.
Who will be able to make practical use of this stuff.
This was full of costumes. And then this is the little corridor. We had a couple of computers here. Loads of leaflets and everything displayed there. Of course, we had our health and safety. And them are all the people that we had to thank for helping us to. Because don't forget, I've mentioned before what Plaza existed for 10 years before we got this building, 9 years before we got this building. And we were just kind of renting rooms, but all of these people helped us massively to get this place sorted. Rid of dozens of pages from the visitors book, obviously because of GDPR, but we're going to leave that little table and the blank pages for the visitors book. And this was the main workshop room. These lovely chairs got upholstered for us by students, textile students at Hume Grammar School. This was an old coffee table from home. That lovely mirror there was done by Deb and the crew in the arts and crafts department. We're going to leave that up there, and we're going to leave that as well, just because it's cute. And this was part of the furniture when we actually moved, when we got the building, this table. So we painted it white, and we got everybody that came in to sign it. And it built up. I mean, you can see there's like lots of faded signatures, but we're going to leave that here. I mean, I'd keep that, but you keep things for what reason?
Well, the question we've been asking ourselves in keeping stuff is, do we need it?
Do we need
Have
it?
we got a purpose for it?
Yeah, we've passed on so much stuff.
We have, most definitely.
That's Mildred. She's lived here a while. Yeah, it's been good. If you've ever wondered, by the way, what stained glass vinyl looks like on glass, that's what it looks like.
Rather nice.
Yeah, it's all right, innit? I did it.
If applied to the glass correctly.
Yeah, I did it in the bathroom as well. Do you see? So yeah, it's. I mean, we're not necessarily sad even about it, are we? Because there's too many good memories to hold on to from this place, and it does feel like a huge weight being lifted off our shoulders.
It does. We've been doing it for almost 20 years. We've served our community well. Thank you, like Paul's already said, to Dorothy, who helped us get the place set up. all the helpers.
I don't think I mentioned Dorothy at the start of this.
Do you want to
vlog.
mention her?
Yeah.
Briefly?
So, Dorothy Bogdan is an American lady that I met years and years and years ago on internet forums, and she lost her husband Nick in the North Tower at 9/11 and received financial compensation, you know, and she did a lot of good with that money. And we started talking online, and she just said to me one day, like, what would you do with $5,000? And I said I'd start a non-profit arts organisation for sure. And she said, right, I'll send you a cheque.
Amazing.
It was that simple. And perhaps you could whack up a couple of newspaper clippings here from the very start about, you know, and so that $5,000, which was about £2,500 then, went on to get us set up with the equipment we needed, and we started offering. I remember there was one point where my drama workshop, which at the time was held at Hathershaw School, had 54 attendees.
Yeah.
And I had to get volunteers because I couldn't cope.
Yeah.
So I ended up with like 4 volunteers, and then that went down to 2, and the size dwindled. We were at the school for ages, then we were at a local community centre called the Honeywell Centre for ages. And then we got offered this, and we got offered this for £125 every 6 months.
Yeah. It's what's called a peppercorn rent.
And it was an absolute bargain. But British Gas are rip-off merchants.
Yeah,
They've been charging us £130 a month, even through lockdown when there was nobody here and nothing was being used, no electric was being used. And I've been saying all along, surely some of that needs to come back, because we've not used that. No, that's how it is. The £100 is for the electric and the standing charge on the active meter. The £30 is standing charge on a meter that's not even active. That they told us just a couple of years ago, oh, you can have that took out. It'll cost you £500 to take it out, but then that £30 a month charge will be gone.
Anyway.
Yeah, they've really annoyed me.
Yeah. But on a positive note, we've put some amazing work in here over the last 10 years. And since the start of Performance Plaza. We couldn't have done it without the help of other people.
No.
But it's also, not blowing our own trumpets, it's also fair to say that Paul and myself have been the driving force right from the very start.
We've worked our asses off, mate, and we need to own that. That's not bragging or boasting.
No, I know.
That's just being factual.
Yeah. But it's been absolutely amazing. We're not emotional, we're actually quite happy because we're reminiscing and we're focusing on all of the amazing work that we've done here and prior to here with Performance Plaza since 2005. And how many people we've touched, how many people's lives we've touched with the arts.
How many of your guitar students have gone on to become musicians?
Yeah.
With their own YouTube channels and their own songs and
Yeah, it's
stuff.
amazing.
And some of my drama students have gone on to college and university. I mean, it's a bit freaky now when you see people you taught 20 years ago and they're adults with children. And they're like, no. So yeah, this is our last day here today. We're getting the final bits out, and I think we've got one final tip run to do, and then I will film a little bit later on when we lock the gate for the final time and hand the keys over.
I want to just take a minute to just thank everyone. Well, we want to thank everyone that has engaged and took part in all of the workshops and sessions that we've delivered over the years. You're the ones that have made this place special, and you're the ones that brought and maintained the magic. And yeah, it's been incredible. It's been an incredible journey.
It has. And we do hope that this building is saved, but we've had ant infestations, we've had worms coming in. We don't know how they're getting in, but we've had worms coming in. So we don't know whether they can actually save this building, because clearly the damp problem that was a huge issue when we first moved in is coming back with some force. You see it on the ceiling there, which is why all that's fallen down. So, you know, it would be nice if it was saved, but it might not be. Anyway, we'll see you when we lock up.
Right, we've just handed the keys back to the council. We've locked the door for the final time. We haven't, she's still in there. We've got the final meter readings, and yeah, this is now no longer our responsibility. And it's kind of a relief, isn't it?
Almost 20 years, we've done our time, we've got some beautiful memories, and yeah, onwards and upwards, as they say.
Performance Plaza, you've been delicious. Now rest well, girl. You've done enough. See you later, guys.